All right. So, you know what I realized just now in this very moment? I say all right a lot. So anyway, lately I have not been feeling like myself. In the past, I've always been like my makeup done, my hair like for the most part done, but my makeup was always done. So obviously when COVID hit, I didn't wear as much makeup because I always figured like, what's the point? Like it's gonna get messed up anyway. Just gonna wet my, wow, that's dirty. So it's like, almost like, what's the point? Because it's just gonna get messed up with the mask and with work, like always having to wear a mask. And so I didn't really like see a point into taking the time and also wasting the product is what I felt like I was doing. Stopped wearing makeup, and it slowly went from not wearing makeup while I was at work into not wearing makeup at all, unless like I was going to like a dinner or. So most recently I've been feeling like not like myself, and I almost compare it to like just having like some sort of like an identity crisis where I just feel like I don't feel like myself like how I would normally feel, and I don't necessarily think it's like a growth transition or a different stage in life, like because I've had like things like that happen because I'm 30, so you go through different phases of your life where you feel like you're evolving and changing. This does not feel like that. This feels a lot like I've lost myself, and I think I've lost myself to myself, if that makes sense. It's like I'm comfortable, but I don't feel like myself. But I'm comfortable in my body and my skin, and I'm confident, but it doesn't feel like it's mine, if that makes sense. It makes sense and it doesn't make sense. And I mean, I could take 2 showers a day. That's not an issue. But making sure like I take a shower in the morning to help wake myself up and get me motivated for the rest of the day is what I've been like trying to do. Sorry, just putting on some primer. So, and then I'm like, okay, let me do all my tasks, which I already do, and that's no issue. So anyhow, like the day's almost over. Like this morning I got up pretty early to go. I had to get my first oil change on my vehicle of my car that I just bought early this year. So my appointment was set for 8, which was really early, but I had gotten up at like 5:30 in the morning. Took a shower after my oil change. No, before my oil change, and then I took another shower after because I felt hot. So I live in Arizona, and it's really warm here right now. Obviously, it's coming towards the end of summer, but it's warm. We're in the desert. So I felt gross. Oh, wait, actually, when I came back, there's this bush that we have, 2 bushes in the front yard, and it's like a big pet peeve of mine is to have like, other than not clean floors, is to have unkept yard. So I trimmed them this morning while the tree was shading the area. And so I got hot from doing that. And so I showered again and then did some cleaning, made the bed. And then now it's kind of pretty late. I want to say it's like 1 o'clock. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's like 1 or 2 o'clock. So it's not late, but it's late enough in the day. And so my brain was like, what's the point of putting makeup on? The day's almost over. And so I almost convinced myself that there was no point. I also make that effort. So here I am, making that effort, putting makeup on with the dirty beauty blender because I haven't cleaned it. So, my sister, her boyfriend, and my mom are supposed to come over later for dinner and swimming. So that's the plan for today. Let's do this so that way it doesn't get in the way. So anyway, not feeling like myself. I don't know if anybody else has gone through these like episodes in life where you just don't feel like you feel off. Not necessarily like sad or anything, but just like off. That's how I feel. And it doesn't help that I, like, you know, since COVID actually, I know it sounds really like cliche and generic to just blame it on that. But I mean, let's be real. We all have lived through it. We've all experienced effects of it different ways, whether it was like a negative or a positive, because I'm sure there are people out there that just absolutely got ripped during this whole time, which is great. Well, not me. I got stuck on this hamster wheel of going to work and having snacks available to myself all the time at work. Like people bringing in snacks. I'm super great and I'm super grateful and happy, but having snacks all the time available isn't always a good thing. Especially when you don't have a heck of a lot of self-control, which I did not have. I'm working on it. Getting better at it, but I did not have a heck of a lot of self-control. So when you have donuts always available, or burritos, or just stuff that was just always rolling in, that people were like, you know, donating and purchasing and giving it to us, it's just like a, oops, sorry. I don't know, I just said sorry. Why am I apologizing to my straw? Water. Another thing. I've been finding that I haven't been drinking a heck of a lot of water. And maybe that's why I feel like garbage. Well, I don't feel like garbage. I feel not normal. Like it doesn't feel like myself. But the water intake has been very low. Well, anyway, always having those sugary foods around. I gained a lot of weight during COVID, like a lot. I think I gained like I'm not gonna say during COVID because it's obviously still around, but during the pandemic, I think I gained like 35 pounds. That's a lot of weight in like 2.5 years. A lot of weight, especially when you're like 5'2", 5'3". Oh man. I'm just looking in the mirror behind. So my makeup is like gonna be super just quick because it is the end of the day. I'm not going anywhere. It's just gonna be a quick thing. Man, I can't really see that far. That's another thing. My eyesight is, I think there's a shift. Or obviously can't talk and do my eyebrows at the same time. Like I feel like my eyesight recently got bad. Like I find myself squinting a lot more. Or maybe they're just fatigued. Maybe I'm not sleeping well. Or maybe it's both. Oh. So it looks like I have some brows. Like all my siblings and I don't have like any eyebrows. We all inherited my mom's eyebrows, which is like slim to none. I want to put highlighter on. I think so. I feel like I remember when highlighter was like a huge thing. Like everybody wore highlighter. People were wearing like obnoxious amount of highlighter. And right now, I feel like I don't see people wearing highlighter anymore. Like why? Why do we not like highlighter anymore? I mean, I do. I also like heavy blush. That will never change. Ever since I was like super young, I like have a heavy hand on blush and bronzer, but it doesn't bother me. I like it. That's what counts, right? So I'm not gonna do any eyeliner. I borderline don't want to put mascara on because I'm going to get in the pool later, but maybe I won't. get my head in. Maybe I'll just not wet my eyelashes. That's what we plan on, but it's not realistically what happens, right? Oh my gosh. Hopefully I feel better soon. I remember, so I grew up and I was raised in California, and I moved here in 2013. So I was like in my 20s when I moved here. So mid 20s, I want to say mid or late 20s. I don't know, 25 maybe? Yeah, I don't know, 25. Or maybe even 20, yeah, I think like 25, I want to say. Or 26. I'm 33 now, so somewhere around there. Anyhow, so when I came here, I remember, so when I was younger, well, in my 20s, wait, I don't want to mess things up. It was, like, living in California, there's almost like an unspoken expectation of always looking good. Like everybody always looked good. People go into the grocery store just to buy like milk or something. I don't know. But people go everywhere fully showered, full hair done, makeup done. Well, obviously wherever you surround yourself, right? Because I mean, there's obviously gonna be parts of town where people don't do that. But anyhow, so when I moved here, it was a huge difference for me, because it's not like people in Arizona didn't care. Well, it was just different. Like the standard of beauty was a lot different. Like it was like I found myself like going places and not putting in all the effort that I would put in California. So like, I'm not saying like people in Arizona are ugly or don't care about themselves, but it was just different. Like the whole like atmosphere, everybody was just totally different from what I knew in California, which was always like being thin, working out, looking good. So it's just interesting. And then now I got really comfortable. Not doing anything. Oh, and I need to take this off my lips. I have foundation on my lips. Not making that effort. And so you just, you get comfortable. And not that it's good, but I mean, it is what it is. I got comfortable. I'm not saying it's different for everybody, obviously. Not everybody is the same or has the same things. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying to get I don't have any makeup to ruin my, so I just put micellar water on my blender. That tastes terrible. That was a terrible idea. Don't do that. Okay, I got a wipe. That was the worst idea I've ever had. Putting micellar water on my lips. I mean, it took off the foundation, but good golly, it tasted terrible. And not that I was drinking it, but even not like it leaks into your mouth. Oh, look at that, my lips. So my lips are really full, but I've noticed over like the past 5 or 6 years that my lips are like losing volume. So my lips used to be like more full, like especially here on the, some people might still consider full, but I think I messed up my foundation a bit. But I don't consider this full. And that's just because I've had full lips my entire life. Like I just naturally have full lips. And so like, okay, so that's something that I could just fix, right? So I did talk to my boyfriend about it. about getting lip filler, but obviously like minor, not like anything crazy. But okay, so I'm gonna be getting braces hopefully here soon. And when I do, I don't want to get braces and then put a filler on my lips or in my lips with the braces, because I feel like it'll like make everything look very full and just draw attention to my mouth, and that's not something I want to do right now. 1 second, I just spilled my water. So anyway, I don't want to draw like all this like attention towards my mouth right now, because I imagine it's something I'm gonna feel insecure about. Anyhow, so dentist says that my teeth are like shifting, and that's because I grind my teeth. So that's why we're getting the braces, to kind of correct that a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but to correct that shift that's been happening. And then obviously get a retainer from there, and then get like a mouth guard from there. Gosh, my hair. So I have some damage to my hair. It's like short right here. I was getting my hair done professionally, bleached and I guess toned. But I got it in my mind that I could totally do this myself. This is, you know, me thinking I could totally manage and do it myself. And I think like the first 2 times I did a pretty good job, but then I put bleach over already bleached hair at the same time I was processing my roots. So it ended up like breaking off, and only like a small areas, like right here, these 2 spots, like kind of like a bar across is where it's breaking. So you can see it, but not really, like it kind of blends in. Like it almost just gives me like a little bit of volume. It looks like it's volume, but it's not volume, it's just broken hair. So don't do your hair at home. Maybe that's why I'm not also feeling like myself. My hair, I don't like it. Sorry, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror right now. I don't like it, and I can't wait for my natural hair to grow back out, which is what you see here. I had my natural hair color for the past, well, since 2007. I hadn't like done anything to my hair, no coloring, nothing. It was my natural hair color. Loved it. I just went through this like cleansing experience, and I felt really good about not putting anything in my hair. Well, I randomly decided, I think in 2020, it's been a year since I've had it now. It's a little over a year. So I decided that I just felt like I needed a change, right? Like I just wanted something to change. And what's easy? Your hair grows back for the most part, you know? So that's why I was probably going through this identity crisis then, and I didn't even realize it until now. So, bleached it. Now I regret it. I just decided a few months ago, I think in March, that I was just going to grow my hair out. So far it's growing pretty good. The shade, like I have like light brown hair, so it doesn't look terrible. I mean, it looks dark right now, but in real life, it doesn't look too terrible. So hopefully. The only trouble is that I can't tone my hair because it'll break. So I've been experimenting with different things, like leaving purple shampoo in for my hair for like an hour, and that did a pretty good job. But obviously it's, you know, pigment that just gets put on. It doesn't get like deposited in the hair follicle, so it just washes out, which I'm totally fine with. And then I experimented a little bit with like manic panic, like those stains, just so I don't look terrible. I mean, right now it doesn't look too bad. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me get a lot of stuff off my chest. I feel better now.